myself a breakfast. Tell moonlight I'm here, love, moonlight. Tell everyone I want a piece of it, piece of it. I'm like the dog for Cecilia. I'm here to let you know who we are. Silhouettes of future. Keep walking down the streets, keep walking down. I'm a lover, I'm a force, I'm a lover. And I never gonna lay down, leave you alone. Walking out, keep walking out. Street lights, street fights, hear me out. Walking out, keep walking out. Tearing down these streets now, hear me out. Silhouettes of sadness, rebels in moonlight swinging. Everyone wants a piece of it, piece of it. Keep walking down the streets of midnight. I'm a mother, I'm the source, I'm a lover. And I never gonna lay you down, leave you alone. Walking out, keep walking out. Street lights, street fights, hear me out. Walking out, keep walking out. Tearing down these streets now, hear me out. I'm not gonna let you down. Never gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna let you down. Walking down, keep walking down. Street lights, street fights, hear me out. Walking down, keep walking down. Walking out, keep walking out. Street lights, street fights, hear me out. Walking out, keep walking out. Tearing down these streets now, hear me out.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
breaking down. But we'll rendezvous at the end, my friend, and light. The darkness left behind. Blinkers after fire. Lay down your Don't let me
Hello and welcome everyone to the Reddit, of course the Reddit tournament finals coming up here. Of course we got Warpath Gaming versus Torpedo Gaming as well coming up. A bit of a fresh and newer take on how to do things. It's not like the normal best of fives or best of threes that you see being thrown out there. It's going to be first to a 2-game advantage alternating between the servers. That helps to keep things nice and fair as we switch between EU and NA between the two teams, of course, being split region. From the coin flip, we will be starting with an EU-based map, EU-based server for the first game, switching over to NA for the second one, and so on until someone eventually takes the win with a 2-game advantage. We'll be starting out shortly enough. Of course, I'll be your caster for today. I am TatlTael. You can find me at TPG TatlTael _ TatlTael. And of course, you can find most of these teams online. You can find Torpedo at Torpedo GG, and of course Warpath at Warpath. And Warpath GG as well. That makes that easy to sort out. We'll be watching and spectating the games through one perspective from each of the teams. Hopefully, if both teams can make sure they're both set up and working well. We are getting some FPS issues with the Warpath side. Hopefully, they are all fixed and ready to go. We're just making sure that that is all good and running. And hopefully, looking forward to some really good games. Of course, both really strong teams. Torpedo, of course, so far undefeated in tournament play in EU, and Warpath managing to take second place at the most recent Paladins World Tournament. So, two very strong contenders from both regions. And something we don't get to see very often is the regions crossing over and playing each other. It's going to be interesting to see today with the slight different metas each region has, of course. I myself am not too aware of the NA meta right now on this current patch, but of course we saw in the previous patch Eevee being picked up, and no Buck was it was no Cassie in their meta as much for the choice of Eevee, which was to a lot of the EU teams quite strange to see, but different metas is always fun as you look between the regions, so it should be interesting to see today as both teams develop and adapt around each other. Hopefully we'll get some amazing games coming through. We're going to go to a quick break whilst the teams, I say that we're already actually in the into the pick screens, so we're going to be getting right into the games already. There we go. Of course, I had the wrong capture up. Teams picking through right now. We do have Warpath's roster coming through. Looks like they're going for a Barrack, Ruckus, Eevee, Pip, and hovering a Grok right now. Of course, the players for Warpath Gaming introductions coming through: Quasi, Alternate, Cusq, Jtox, and Brimey. And the Torpedo side coming through as well. We've got, of course, TatlTael, Custom, Lazy, Spunky, and Princess, Princess, all of them coming out. And if I'm not mistaken, actually, is it the exact same lineups coming through? We do have a quick pause while we start out, but I think this is the exact same lineups. We've got on the Torpedo side Pip, Barrack, Eevee, Grok, and Ruckus, and of course on the Warpath side, same lineup coming through from them also. So no real differences there so far. Looks like it's going to be major differences coming through actually with the gameplay itself and how each team approach, of course, the fights and the points. For anyone who is new to Paladins, it's a 5v5 hero-based objective shooter, and it is based around pushing towards your enemy's base. You capture a point in the one of 3 points towards the middle of the map, which will spawn you your siege engine, which pushes towards the enemy base and allows you to destroy one of 2 walls before finally reaching that third all-important vault. See if we can actually get someone's audio. See if anyone's running any. No one's running any. Let's run with some slight background music then to keep things going. But we will be starting out the first match. First fight coming through on the point. Alternate and Quasi going down. Brimey managed to pick up a double kill on that Pip. TatlTael and Lazy going down. He's trading 2 for 2 so far on this first point. But that beacon, of course, is going to allow the teams to teleport right back into the action and keep this fight rolling. It's going to be very back and forth to start with. Custom also goes down on the Torpedo side. And it looks like Warpath right now taking control and taking the advantage here so far in the game. Princess pushing through into the side building there, as well as TatlTael on the area to the right. But it looks like Barrack might be in trouble here. He goes down in this fight. And right now, teams managing to push back in. Torpedo managing to retake the point from Warpath and keep this fight rolling. Hopefully they can see if they can keep this advantage right now. Trying to take the point again is Warpath, fighting their way into this one. Everyone into the building. Eevee comes down on both sides. Barrack is looking to take out Spunky on this Eevee here. Does manage to pick him up. Lazy goes down as well at the same time. It's a 2-man advantage right now to Warpath. Looks like the beacon as well being redistributed as Warpath does manage to pick up that first all-important point. Siege engine right now pushing through. Princess caught out there in the background. Doesn't manage to catch anyone else out for it either. And Torpedo looking in a rough spot right now. Siege pushing up to the first door right now. Warpath will want to try and get some good damage on this. At least make it to half health, if not take it. Brimey pushing in very aggressive though. Might get taken down for this, but great use of the EV ult on the door there, as well as some great pushing power from Warpath. They'll already take the first door. 4-man do go down though. And Torpedo lose that first gate, but manage to wipe the rest of the team and keep that second gate safe. Looking to set up right now, of course, for this second point. Torpedo with the slight disadvantage, and really need to try and adjust these fights slightly. They seem to be just losing one or two men in the fights, and Warpath doing a great job of coordinating their ults and pushing against Torpedo in the fights here. Of course, ultimates do work on a charge basis, so the more damage you deal, the faster they recharge. A fight coming through already. Alternate taken really low. Has to pop that shield and ultimate. Spunky going aggressive here on this Eevee towards Barrack. Barrack have to forced out now onto the Grok as well. Spunky being really aggressive, forcing away 2 members. Takes down Grok, looking to take out Barrack as well here. Double kill for Spunky in the backline with that Eevee. And Custom taking out as well from Torpedo, but they're trading man for man there. Alternate goes down as well as Brimey on that pip, of course. And Torpedo look like they have control of this spot. Now chasing down this Eevee in the backline. They do manage to dismount her as well. Force her away from this fight. Siege Engine for Torpedo. They take the point nicely after wiping most of the team there. So the question is, can they perform as well as Warpath did on this push? Of course, the gate is pretty tanky unless you commit very hard to it, but getting into this first area can be very difficult, especially with all the zoning damage coming out. But it looks like the door is dropping extremely quickly. Great shield there coming out from Warpath's Barrack. Looks like Eevee in the backline causing some chaos. Does manage to take out the Torpedo's Barrack there, trading 1 for 1. Door does go down last second to the Siege Engine, so Warpath can't quite defend that, but they do manage to pick up a kill, force Torpedo back. No damage dealt either to the second door. Things evening up right now. Torpedo with that last point, of course, but Warpath with the first one. Both down to their second gate right now. Come through, third point does hit onto Ruins. Cuskew jumping through, very aggressive, nice jump vertically upwards there from Spunky. 1v1 Eevee fight coming through. Princess joins in as well, and Eevee from Warpath gets taken out. Cuskew a bit, just a bit too aggressive there in the back line. The rest of the team managing to hold them off. Great Eevee ult comes down, takes out 2 of the members. Nice back ult from there, from Ruckus there to keep everyone alive, but Eevee with the chase just too strong. Ruckus goes down as well as Jatox. Eevee in the backline again, trying to take out Barrack, doesn't manage to get him. Spunky going through for a third kill. That's a triple for him. Rampage coming through. Looks like this point quadra kill coming out, and Spunky really coming through in these fights. Amazing ult onto 2 men on the Warpath team there. Does manage to force them away, force some ults, and alternate engaging here does seem a bit alone, but the rest of the team coming through to keep him alive. Nice chickens coming through onto 2 members there. Princess takes out Quasi, fighting on the point right now. Alternate picks up 1 onto Theo, but he gets taken down as well, trading man for man, and fighting is just going on and on. Nice jump upwards there from Spunky, right in the back of the team. He picks up another kill. Jatox goes down, of course, too lazy on that pip as well, and it looks like finding this beacon as well, they're going to be able to take this point. They're sneaky, a cheeky wait there at the beacon, hoping someone will come through. Last second, Jatox comes through. He is going to be a dead Grok. That is seriously unfortunate. Nice trap set up there by Torpedo, and Jatox last second thought their beacon was safe and undiscovered, but that is going to cost them. Of course, Grok will be down for a lot of this fight right now, and switch to the other side on the defense. We can see he is just now coming up. The rest of the team trying to hold the attackers out of the base, and Spunky going to fly up here on that broom, of course. Going to try taking out 2 people, but there's a great EV ult, comes down directly on the heads of the players trying to defend the doors. Barrack ult is keeping the door quite safe and healthy though. Spunky now behind the door trying to deal a bit more damage, not really able to do much. Door goes down to half health, but no real objective gained there from Torpedo. At the same time though, no actual deaths on the side of Torpedo either. But Spunky, great amount of positioning there. He manages to get into the base, stay sneaky there as well. Picks up J-Tox, and it looks like he might be able to get out of this as well if he plays it well. Warpath close in all around him though, and he gets taken down as well. Stalls them out of the next point for some considerable time though, and manages to pick up a kill on Grok, on J-Tox again. And looks like Torpedo are going to have to give up point control for a tiny bit of time here while Spunky gets into the fight. Beacons, of course, being very, very useful and essential right now to the form of the game. Looks like trading 1 for 1 right now. Cuscu goes down. Eevee ults dropped on the point meanwhile. Nice ice block for the baits. Teleports directly upwards and outwards. Eevee going to stay safe while dealing heavy chunks of damage. Fights going on in the building to the side there. Alternate nice rotation to take Eevee out through that 1v1. Rest of Torpedo are grouping nicely. There goes Alternate though. Princess takes him down. Chicken on the point as well as the Eevee ult. Custom only just survives with the Ghost Walk. And this fight looking frantic on the point. Kills going either way constantly. But that looks like Torpedo is taking the edge. They pick up 3 kills. There's the 4th kill as well. Looks like they may pick up this 5th onto Alternate, who just came through, looking probably through their beacon to the side here. And Torpedo managing to do nicely on that point. Coming back from a man loss disadvantage there. Almost losing the point at some point as well. But even coming through till the end until they manage to pull through, take the kills that they need, and take that second siege engine for them of the game. 3rd, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And so currently 3 siege engines to 1 in this game. 3-2 Torpedo, 1-2 Warpath. The offense is coming through for this base right now. Nice Eevee ult will just take Barrack out, as well as Ruckus. Great ult coming through, sideswiping both of them. Bremy jumping in, aggressive. Door does go down, and Siege Engine, low health, is pushing through. Spunky with a triple kill again. Quadra kill gets stolen from him this time. Not quite enough. Lazy picking up that kill on Bremy. The Pip on Pip massacre. And Torpedo taking the advantage objectively in this game. Looks like they're going to be setting up a ambush here on this ledge, however. Of course, the team won't be able to see them until they actually show line of sight, using that 3rd person to their advantage. Spunky trying to take some pot shots, though. Looks like they realize they're not going to fall for that bait and get caught out in a trap. Trying to just zone them away for now, though. Cuscu on that Eevee does jump in, drops the ult, trades for Lazy, and nice pickup there from Cuscu. Was slightly out of position, but manages to go 1 for 1 there. Spunky repositioning, the rest of the team trying to reposition as well. Theo gets taken out, as well as Custom. Spunky, one of the only members left in the area. Looks like a nice ult, and heals coming through from the Pip there on Warpath will keep them alive through that ultimate. And Torpedo now 2-man fight going on right now. Seriously outnumbered here. They've got to be careful. Lazy with that weightless popped, trying to get away. Cuscu just about flies his way out of there. The rest of the team starting to move into position, and no beacon in place for Torpedo. Means getting into this fight is going to be even harder. And as we can see, Warpath pick up their 2nd objective, their 2nd point of the game, to try and push for this 2nd gate, and even up with Torpedo. Try and take that 2nd gate, make it a vault-to-vault game here. Looking at a lot closer and back and forth than it might seem with the scoreboard right now. Rest of rest of Warpath just pushing up very slowly here. They're not actually pushing with the siege, trying to be careful here. They don't want to be caught out and lose members before they get in. Cuscu with the jump in on towards Lazy, the rest of the team as well trying to close in around him, but Spunky right in the face of them right now, a bit too aggressive there, has to jump out and fly away, of course, but the meanwhile the siege will be dropping very quickly. It looks like Warpath won't manage to get much from this fight actually. J-Tox, however, pushing in behind, drops the EV on the door. I don't know if it'll be enough. The siege engine on the other side going down ever so slowly, however. Door just about survives, goes back up to 50% health there as well, and that is actually all 5 members of Warpath going down in that assault, overcommitting to that door slightly. Good attempt with that EV ult though. J-Tox really pulling through there for the team, almost bringing through the clutch door, but they don't quite manage to secure that. Torpedo still with a slight advantage here on the objectives, do have a door up on the Warpath team. Spunky in the back line right now, just trying to cause some issues for the Warpath team. Capture control, point control right now in favor of Warpath, but they are being very slowly wrapped around. Their beacon is down as well. Deaths will be considerable right now. J-Tox gets taken down. Alternate as well, only just surviving with the health flask there on that Eevee with Spunky, and Alternate goes down, but they get the siege engine, commit very heavily to it, and Torpedo not managing to deny that. No one really on point there to keep the points rolling through. Bit of a misplay there from Torpedo, not managing to keep the point in control. And Warpath, whilst they may have lost members and they might not gain much from this siege, they definitely don't lose as much as they could have there with a lost point. Siege engine pushing in, already half health right now as it pushes in towards the gate. Of course, Barrack is going to be able to shield that door quite considerably and keep any of the damage from coming through. Looks like Warpath won't be committing to this door either as they try and regroup and get ready for this next point. Both teams, of course, have hit level 5 with their cards full deck and builds out. So it is really a lot of damage coming through from both sides right now. You definitely don't have much time to react to anything when people jump on you in this fight right now. Looks like next point will be on Canyon. Spunky right now in the back does check that bush nicely. The rest of the team getting pushed back towards him. That's going to be great for him. There's the Tempest, however, coming through from Grok. That'll deal quite a heavy chunk of damage. Spunky just about getting out there with that Eevee. The rest of the team fighting through. Cuscu taken down, but in trade for Princess. Eevee goes down from Torpedo. Drops the ult. Doesn't manage to pick up the kill, though. Alternate taken down by Theo, but Spunky and Princess are down. It is currently a 3v3 for this point. Theo gets taken down as well. Lazy is one of the only man left standing. He gets taken out as well. Custom all alone on this blue orc in Canyon as the rest of the Warpath team start to take this advantage on the point. 50 points so far for them on this capture. They need to get this point. They need to push through. Of course, the next point for Torpedo could be everything on this vault. Point comes through, and Warpath managed to take that one cleanly and nicely. Few kills early there in the fights from Cuscu as well. Taking out that Barrack is especially good. Alternate very low health there in the back. Looks like Grok will keep him safe though. Looks like Chicken has come out already from the Warpath pip, but there's the return Chicken catching on to 4 members, halting their advance there, and Warpath being kept out of base for the moment, but looks like they're going to start to push through. Alternate taken down already. Quasi looks like he's going to go down very shortly as well. Nice EV out comes through, but the rest of them jump out of range of it. Looks like they take the gate out as well. Nice damage coming through from Warpath as the siege pushes through to the vault. That's 3 kills for Warpath as well. They take almost everyone down, and they look to be taking this first game of the series, taking out Torpedo on this last vault, on the last point. Lazy trying to do what he can, but he can't quite deal the damage, and that is the first game to Warpath in this tournament series. And well played game there from both sides, but Warpath managing to take the advantage. They looked like they were losing their pace, and it was really starting to roll against them, but they managed to come back, managed to start taking points. Even points that weren't getting them anything. They commit to the point fully, lose quite a few members, including their beacon, but they'd still get the point. And really rough game there for Torpedo, losing control of those points, even through winning the fights in the third or fourth point objective. And at that point, Warpath started to roll away with the game, started to take things from there and push nicely into the offense. Scoreboard coming through. A lot higher damage stats on Torpedo, but Warpath showing the objective control wins through. Cuscu, you can see there, Cuscutie, it's got to be that name. The amount of damage coming through on that Eevee, extremely high, as well as Spunky, of course, on the other side with 141k, and Cuscutie on 102k. Brimey with 92k, the second highest damage stat on Warpath, mirrored again with Lazy on the Torpedo side, 108k. And similar builds coming out as well. We see slightly different builds on the Eevee there, actually. In fact, apart from 2 cards, completely different builds on Eevee. So interesting to see that how they both performed. Same thing as well for Ruckus. Very different builds there coming through. Barrack, of course, always the same right now in the meta with his build paths coming through. Jatox and Custom, both Grox, slightly playing a different build there as well. So definitely differences in the meta picks right now. We are going to go to a quick break whilst they set up the next game. I'll grab a drink. Of course, stick with us, guys. This is the Reddit tournament finals between Warpath Gaming and Torpedo Gaming. Warpath, of course, up 1-0 right now, taking that first game on the EU servers as they cross over to NA right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the second game in the series right now between Warpath Gaming and Torpedo Gaming. Of course, Warpath up right now, 1 point in the series. And game starting out, same compositions coming through from both teams. Not something I'm very surprised about. We see teams running the exact same compositions very, very often right now. And looks like a fight's already starting here. Spunky caught out alone there, as well as Princess. Custom taken out early as well. Great trap and flank there from Cuscutie and Brimey from the Warpath side, catching Torpedo out completely as they tried to catch that flank right there. Shots coming through though. Custom does manage to pick up a kill on that Grok onto Eevee for Warpath. And looks like Torpedo might actually be swinging things in their favor as well. Brimey goes down. Custom picks up another kill onto Alternate on that Ruckus. Looks like Grok and Pip are the only two left alive. Eevee goes down in the back again right now. They're trying to get some more kills, push further up to try and take out the beacon if possible. Looks like everyone's respawned back into this fight, however. Back to 5-on-5. Spunky taking a lot of damage on the leaving there, but it looks like he's going to get caught out. Cuscutie takes him out in the building. Theo commits to the side, but he is on 2-on-1. Can't quite get the Eevee there. Nice ice block bait out from Cuscutie. Takes Theo down. Custom as well backing out of the fight. Warpath taking point control again. Points coming through. Can they stop this control? Oh, comes down from Eevee there on the point. Great position there from Torpedo, trying to push back this point. Double kill for Spunky. Brimey trying to get onto the point as well. Chickens come through onto everyone. Brimey on his own trying to get the kills here, but I don't think he'll manage to get it. Last second, taken out. An 88-100. Torpedo take the point last second against Warpath. Question is whether they can do anything about it. Alternate goes down. Spunky as well on the Torpedo side goes down. And all around, just deaths left and right, both sides taking blows right now. Siege is pushing up, but it looks like there's still fighting going on towards the back to try and take all the members out. And Cuscutie again goes down on that Eevee, slightly too aggressive. Beacon behind them going to get taken out too. It looks like they're pushing up for this gate, but already Siege taken out. The chaos and fighting that was going on in the back with the members dropping left and right just meant they could not push up for that point. Torpedo don't gain anything from that first objective. They get about 60% health on that gate and nothing more though. Looks like Torpedo trying to hold off the rest of Warpath. Spunky might be called out here though. Point does spawn in Canyon, but that's a great turn. Theo picks up Quasi there on that barrack, and he's going to be out of the fight until they can get him back in through that beacon. That's a great pickup there, especially with how strong Barrack is right now to pick him out already. It looks like he's already into things. That's the strength of having a beacon up at all times. Cuscutie jumping in for Princess in the back, trying to take out that barrack, but the rest of the team trying to respond as well. Ice block bait coming through from Spunky. No deaths on either side so far. Ghost Walk popped as well from the Grok on Warpath. Keeps him alive. Chicken was down there for a few seconds as well. Nice ult there from Princess. Takes down Quasi on that barrack. Custom taken down by Eevee in the back though, but it looks like Warpath members are dropping very swiftly. Cuscutie trying to get out of this one. Looks like he might make it out. Nice jump through. Ice block will keep him alive for so long. Not quite enough time though. Torpedo looking to take this objective with those kills though. Cuscutie goes down right at the end there. Going to mean he's a bit delayed into this fight. And looks like Spunky coming right up the back with that ultimate. Doesn't quite manage to connect with everyone onto it though. And Cuscutie jumping onto the point, trying to keep it from going to Torpedo, but he will not manage to stay on the point without dying. Backs off, gets taken out by Custom on that Grok in the back as well. And very aggressive play coming out from Warpath's Eevee, and it's not really paying off that well so far. Getting taken down quite often. Beacon goes down, so there's no chance for a flank here from Warpath. They get spotted out very quickly. Gate is going to start taking damage from the Torpedo team. Looks like that's going to drop very quickly. The rest of the team going to start backing out. See if Warpath can catch anyone on the escape here from Torpedo. And looks like Spunky's not going to quite be able to get out with his horse, but he does have quite an escape kit. The rest of the team going to keep him safe as well. And Custom actually goes down in the chase, however. Looks like they're fighting, but Torpedo very split right now. Managed to pick up Brimey on the kite back. 1-for-1 trade right now. Nice heal flask coming through. XP lead we can see there. Torpedo 1 card XP lead on most of the players right now. Cutie actually the only member with that level 3 coming through. And both sides taking up high ground positions on this sunken city position. Shots coming through left and right. Turret's actually still up, dealing quite a bit of damage. That gets taken down by Spunky, but he's in a rough position. Going to mount up and just about managed to get away. Cutie with a great chase, though, on his broom of his own. TatlTael tried to take him down. Nice barrier will keep him alive through the ult just long enough. Doesn't quite manage to get the kill, though. Cutie with a massive 2-kill pickup. Question is it enough? Beacon lets Spunky get back into the fight very quickly right now. That's a very aggressive placed beacon as well. Looks like it might have gone down for the team or was picked up and moved further back. Nice chicken comes through from 3 onto 3 members of Warpath there. Trying to get onto Jatox on that Grok. Tempest is popped, but a nice preemptive saw from Spunky on Eevee keeps him alive. 1v1 right now, does get chicken. It looks like he's going to get taken out, but luckily the rest of the Torpedo team take Brimey out before he can pick up that kill. Torpedo look like they've got point advantage right now, but the rest of Warpath going to start closing in again very shortly. They're going to probably aggress for this point. They do have a lot of points on it already. They have committed very hard. Rest of the team jumping in. 2 already down from Warpath. Spunky might go down here. Does manage to warp out and get the saw away. 1v1ing on Brimey. Not going to quite manage to take that 1v1. Does almost lose it, but the rest of the team pulling through, taking that man advantage, taking out the kills, and they get the second point of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Third point of the game. Torpedo right now with the very convincing 3-point lead on those capture points. 1 gate down for Warpath, but these points are a lot closer than you think. Warpath are managing to get quite a high amount of capture onto these points before they actually go down. Spunky taking a lot of poke damage there on the outside. Gonna have to try and heal up in the back here. Nice damage coming through from Brimey on that pip. Spunky gonna fly up to high tower here though. The rest of the team are on the bridge, but that's a great jump through Jatox, but that's a great ult as well. Nice jump there to get rid of the freeze and drop that ult onto Grok. Takes him down. Barrack right now taking a lot of damage. Door also taking a lot of damage in return. Nice ice block bait from Spunky will keep him alive for a few seconds longer. He goes down, but the gate also drops. 1 for that gate. Very nice trade for Torpedo. Looking to try and get out of this one without losing anything else. Nice turn here on Cutie. Might get them another kill here as well. Does manage to ice block nicely. Chicken comes through, but it doesn't catch onto anyone apart from 1. And that looks like Warpath sweeping up on the chase there. Taking out most of the team. Beacon was placed though, and they are going to be back into this fight onto Canyon very quickly. Nice freeze blink there from Cutie. That is causing some issues for the Torpedo team, catching that onto multiple players. And Warpath, with that control on the outside, managed to force Torpedo out, even with the card disadvantage here. Warpath picking up their first siege of the game. Let's see if they can do anything with this. However, they've got to try and get the point, the first door. Really important here for them. Cutie jumping in very aggressive, gets the freeze on, but no real damage to follow up. Rest of the Warpath team trying to push up long, being very aggressive here. That is the Tempest coming through there from Custom on that Grok. They take out alternate. Ruckus down. It's a big chunk of door damage down from the Warpath team. They're looking like they want to try and ingress into this one. Trades going through left and right as they're trying to take out this door, trying to take out the team at the same time. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. Door looks like it might just about go down. JTox going in last second to try and get the damage through. Catch comes through. They keep the door alive. And Torpedo with the clutch body blocks and kills there to keep all the members dead. Great job there from Princess on Barak, of course, to drop those barriers and the barricades. And, of course, the ultimate on the door to keep it safe and alive. Trying to just stall out. And that fight was seriously back and forth, kills going left and right the whole time, but things just aren't stopping from there either. The teams going head to head again, poking each other out. However, Warpath backing off for point control instead. Looks like they're getting flanked quite severely though by the rest of the team. Spunky in a really rough position though. He's got to be careful. Ult's almost ready, but it looks like he's going to get chased down. Going to get soloed out here, doesn't quite drop the ult there just before he dies. And Warpath with another siege. I feel like we've just seen this before in the last game. Torpedo take the early advantage and then start losing their ground as things start to really take off for Warpath. The ult taken pretty low, Princess down, and that has got to be this next gate coming through from the Warpath team. The rest of Torpedo only just respawning, and Warpath have control of the base right now, damaging this door heavily as they're trying to go in for the second door. They managed to take it. Things even up from one siege right there, and Torpedo trying to pick up kills right now as they leave this fight. Does manage to pick up Alternate and JTox. Thiel goes down in the process, however. So that is that's actually 4 for 1 trade, but they get 2 gates with that. Warpath with an impressive push there, and some great kills on the chase as well. Does manage to pull them through that one. And we're all tied up even now. We've seen this last game as well. We saw early game Torpedo takes the advantage. Warpath does start to bring it back, and then all even comes down to just whoever wins that next fight, whoever can pull off the best play. Right now, fights going on left and right. Cuscutie, they take down Lazy. Ult comes through. Spunky takes down the other Eevee as well. 1 for 1 right now on these fights, but the high ground slowly being lost by Torpedo. They're slowly racking up the points on the objective, however. Spunky gets taken down, doesn't quite back off in time. Princess and Brimey as well facing out against each other. Alternate takes down Custom, and that looks like Torpedo losing point control once again. Cuscutie up on the top there. Jumps straight down, gets a nice freeze onto 2 members. That's going to catch them out. Beacon comes through. Spunky's finally back in the action. Lazy trying to get the chicken off, keep himself alive. Theo trades 1 for 1. Alternate for himself. And Spunky with a great aggressive blink there. Does manage to get some freeze off, but he's going to get taken down himself. Doesn't quite drop the ultimate on point. Cuscutie with the 3-man ult kill takes that fight, takes that point, and Torpedo looking in a dire state right now. Siege engine coming through for this final vault. The rest of Torpedo still not respawned. They're not going to get much time to react to this, much damage onto it. And honestly, unless this defense is very good, Torpedo could be losing this game in a sad sweep fashion. We saw in both games they take early game and then they just lose their ground. Warpath with great fights in the late game keep them in the game and then pull them back slowly and slowly but surely. Right now, Warpath trying to push into the base. Nice ult from Spunky there. Will take out Brimey. The rest of the team pushing in though. Alternate on that Ruckus gets taken out. Grok also going to get taken down. Barak trying to push up, but it doesn't look like he's going to get very far either. And that is most of the team taken down. Siege Engine does make it to the door on quite high health, but that's everyone down at this point. Barak can just shield that door and keep the door alive. Nice defense there from Torpedo. A bit greedy there with the push, not going in from all angles, going in a kind of 1 by 1 there from the Warpath's side. And Torpedo managed to hold on to this game. Next point has spawned, and this could really be, as with any point from this point on, this is possibly the point of the game. This fight is so important right now. Looks like we're going to start kicking off. Brimey in the back trying to deal some poke damage, forces Princess out. They're getting collapsed around very, very quickly right now. Cutie does get frozen, starts taking damage. Lazy and Theo pick up Alternate and Quasi on the side. Cutie goes down as well. Nice Chicken comes through, will keep the aggression off slightly from Warpath, but they lose 3 members and point control. Torpedo keeping them out of this one, not getting the wraparound that they wanted. Beacon does get found as well by Spunky. Nice investigation in the back there. 4 members down for Warpath. No beacon. That looks like that is going to be point to Torpedo. It's whether they can convert this, however. That is the real crucial part of this. You can get as many sieges as you like, but it's all about the conversion. How much can you do with that siege? Can you get a gate? Can you get 2? Can you get that all-important vault? Torpedo right now pushing in to the base, trying to make sure they don't get poked out too early, trying to deal some damage themselves as well. Shots coming through left and right. Torpedo not taking too much damage yet though, quite healthy all around. Lazy there on Pip does get hit by a flask, is poked down quite a chunk, and looks like Spunky's going to have to jump out as well. They're gaining ground slowly but surely, but as well, the siege is starting to go down at the same time. Custom Force back out as well as Lazy. Looks like they might be engaging for this one, however, trying to jump into this one. Ult comes down to try and keep that up, as well as the ult from Eevee takes out no members, however. Nice Chicken comes through. Theo and Lazy going down. Custom picks up Alternate on the side. Cutie taken out on that Eevee. Spunky hardly any health, and it looks like Torpedo take the point last second. Going to take this vault down, and they will match things up 1-1. And that was, as with the game before, a roller coaster ride back and forth between the two teams. One team gains the advantage and you see the snowball starts come through, and then it's just like as if it all just stops right there and the momentum swings heavily in the other team's favour. Nice job there by Torpedo. Bit greedy there on the attack from Warpath, trying to take that last vault. Torpedo a bit more calm and collected on pushing through, and they take that game to equalise things up. Of course, with how this layout works on this tournament, it is EU versus NA, so it is done EU to NA respectively each game, switching between servers for each one. This was the NA-based game, and last one was actually the EU-based game, so each team actually taking a game on the opposite server right now. But it is first team to a 2-game advantage. Practically, we are back to square one. It is basically 0-0 right now. The teams have to take 2 games in a row at this point. And we're going to take a quick break whilst the team set up for this next game. But we might be in for a long haul here with how much this one is going. And thanks for sticking around, of course. This is the Paladins Reddit tournament finals between Warpath and Torpedo. Of course, your caster, TatlTael, you can find me at TPG_TatlTael. You can find both the teams at Torpedo GG and at Warpath GG, as well, of course, as our tournament organisers at Lucens Arcem, LUCENS, and Arcem, ARCEM. It's Latin, so it's said a different way than it's spelt. But going to be going to a third game here. Teams back to square one as we go back to this series. And I'm going to take a quick breather, calm myself down as much as the team is doing right now as they prepare for this next one. Thanks for joining us. We will be back shortly with Game 3.
do you do? It's Alice from Umbrella. I'm here to show you the light. I'm just another one of them, but I've got guns and I'm on your side.
Welcome back, everyone. We are going into game 3 of the series with Torpedo versus Warpath in the Reddit tournament. Spunky, nice guy, I've just noticed. I was wondering what he meant by, he said to me, is the text good? And you can actually see the score right now between the teams in the bottom right corner is currently 1-1 to advantage actually to Torpedo. I was actually slightly slightly unsure on the rules. It's actually not first to a 2-game advantage. It's first team to take 2 games in a row. Of course, this game is on the EU servers, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Torpedo on match point right now. Fight coming through. Nice flank there from Spunky. They take out 2 members. Double kill for Spunky. He comes through. Great flank from the team there. That's another kill. Triple for Spunky. 4 members down. Can he take the quad once more? Spunky definitely going to take MVP if he can take that. Quadra kill comes through. Point to Torpedo at this point right now. Beacon is still up, but they take down another. That's a pentakill! Spunky right now. Hexakill comes through. He is just going off on this right now. The team just running back from the beacon into his shots. No one dropping from Torpedo either. Theo just about goes down to that ult from CusQT, but that is a hexakill coming through from Spunky already in this game. They're fighting for this point. Another kill there for Lazy on Torpedo. Looking like they're going to take this point safely as well. And that was incredible gameplay to see. 1 member lost for that whole fight. Torpedo really showing their stuff on that fight. Spunky definitely looking to be MVP of this whole series so far. But off that match alone, hexakill. Crazy play coming through from him. Torpedo take the first point. They're starting to push up and take this first gate, hopefully. Warpath are primed and ready for this defense. And gonna see how this one goes. Card advantage all across the board. 2 cards in some cases, of course. That hex kill going to give some serious amounts of XP. Bubble is popped on the door, which is going to keep it safe. CusQT trying to sit in the back there, but Spunky's having none of that. He definitely wins this fight. Doesn't actually take it. And nice ult and bait there from CusQT. Ult advantage, even with the levels down. Nice bait there coming through from Warpath. They don't get much damage on the door due to the Barrack ult and how early it is in the game. And Torpedo, whilst that fight was crazy and very, very convincing, they don't take anything from it. Spunky called out. CusQT very low as well. He might go down. That's 2 down for Torpedo. Lazy goes down as well. 2 for 2. Spunky dropped right at the end. And 3 versus 3 on this point. Checking on to TatlTael. 1 man only though. And Beacon not down for Torpedo though. That's going to make getting back into this fight a lot harder. Lazy on Torpedo. Takes down J-Tox. That's a man advantage. Looks like they might be taking this point. Nice bubble on the point is what is keeping them up and safe. Nice jump in and ult there from Spunky. Picks up alternate. Chicken comes through as well. That's going to be a nice combo. CusQT flying into the air. He's not going to make it out alive though. Spunky trying to pick up whatever he can as well to the side there. But Warpath being forced out once again. They can see the beacon. They've spotted it out. Kaskuti jumping in, very aggressive, trying to take out Thiel and Spunky. Don't know if he can manage to pick it up, though. Lazy very low in that fight. Warpath trying to push back in to regain the point, but it's all too late for them at this point. Quasi goes down, pushed in too far. Point goes to Torpedo. Spunky takes out Alternate, takes out Brimey. He takes the double kill. Lazy picks up Mansir as well on the side. And that is a 4-man advantage on this point coming through from the this second siege coming through on this gate. Of course, there's no barrack this time to try and shield it out. The rest of Torpedo trying to back out. Nice engage there from Kaskuti. Takes down Lazy. He takes his life for it, though. Torpedo looking to try and take this gate, but they don't actually manage to get it. Body blocks coming through from Warpath. Not quite understanding the lengths that these teams can now go to defend these gates. And mistake coming through there from Torpedo, not gaining what they really should have from that point. Spunky trying to catch out Barrack. Doesn't quite manage to pick up the kill, though. And gets out safe and sound, however. They are set up on the high ground on Sunken City. They do have the advantage, as Warpath will have to try and make it across the open grassland to them. Does look like they've managed to make their way to the stairs, however. That's a great jump up, but a nice chicken back from the Warpath team keeps the ult away for a few more seconds, but kills coming through left and right. Spunky with a double kill with that ultimate picks up most of that team right now. Another few shots. He gets a triple kill as well. This man is unstoppable right now. And the rest of Warpath trying to push through again, of course, respawning with that beacon alternate coming up the stairs. He will pose a big threat to Spunky right now, but of course being able to jump out and just soar away, Spunky makes it out safely. Torpedo looking to take their third point of the game and hopefully the first gate at that point. Kaskuti does jump in. Princess goes down on the side. He's going to get taken down. Unstoppable right now on Spunky. Shots coming through onto Quasi, trying to stop that point control as well and stall it out. He gets taken down. Mansir as well. Nice ult there from Spunky. Takes down Alternate, but he will get taken down last second by Chatox. Theo trades that kill. QuazQT all too late there. Just about missing the point. He gets taken down. Does manage to take Custom with him as well, though. That means this is a 4-man push against a 4-man defense. Lacking the EV and lacking the Grok on both sides. But actually, respawn beacon coming through. Grok going to be there very shortly back into this fight. Looking to be actually a 5-on-5 again for this first gate. Can Torpedo actually get something here? We can see Spunky and a lot of the other Torpedo players are already on 5 cards, and no gate has been taken yet because of the defense that Warpath are really putting up in this one. Spunky taken very low from that pip poke damage. This is getting really rough for Torpedo to try and take this gate. Bubble comes down, and that looks like they're going to defend another gate from Warpath. This game is just back and forth on these fights, and no one is able to really gain anything from them. The conversions are not there. Great defense from Warpath each and every time so far, and really keeping themselves in the game right now. Capture point has spawned, going for mid, catches Alternate out a bit early. Spunky trying to keep him out of the point, but he might be the one caught out in the end here. Rest of the Torpedo team collapsing around to keep him safe. He has to be careful of anyone coming to the right here. QT taking a few poke shots. Theo picks up Alternate on the side. Lazy picks up Mansiu. There's Custom with a pick onto Quasi as well. Looks like Torpedo are taking point control already. Princess and Theo doing some work on the side. There's another kill from Princess and QT. Jatox goes down as well. That's an ace already there. Rest of the team are going to start beaconing their way into this one right now. And the way the team are performing, Spunky doesn't even have to be the one picking up the kills anymore at this point. Here, you will bait himself in, get the focus on him. As we saw there, they wrapped around him, feeling that they really had him. Last second, we see that the rest of Torpedo, Theo and Princess react. They move into position. They pick up the kills on the counter. And great teamwork coming through. Warpath not quite managing to win these fights out. Their defense right now so far in this game has been so impressive, but they just can't win these points. And the gate finally goes down. They didn't have it in them for another defense this time. Not quite in the positions they needed to be in. They finally go down. Siege does make it to the second door, but of course the half health mechanic means that gets taken down very early. And no real damage done at the second gate. Waiting on the cliff here, seeing if they can try and pick anyone off, but I think they've been spotted out. Spunky just going to try and deal some poke damage. Caught out in the alleyway here. They need to be careful. Warpath in a very risky position. Chickens comes through onto the side, but Cuscutie all alone. Spunky keeping them zoned out. He gets taken down, not dealing much damage on the return either. Warpath trying to move their way into the point, but they're going to picked off left and right. Lazy with the double kill. Weightless jumping his way into that fight. And Torpedo now starting to wrap there with Spunky wrapping his way around, finds that beacon already, drops the ult on top. He's going to pick up one kill and the beacon. J-Tox goes down. Cuscutie actually did manage to survive in that, but nice ult on the beacon there does keep that fight, which could have gone horribly wrong as well. 3 members jumping in on the beacon there in front of Spunky could have gone so wrong, but a nice ult double kill there for Spunky as well. And kills left and right for Torpedo. They gain point control once more. Warpath, not sure what they were thinking trying to rush for this point when they had Torpedo up behind them. And pretty rough. Looks like Torpedo going to be taking point control right now. Going to take this next siege. Warpath all over the place, trying to look for a flank there, I think. Does get spot out, however. They might still have a member behind them if they're not careful here, actually. Looks like J-Tox taken out very early, though, in the fight. That's 1 member down already. Member advantage before the siege even makes its way here. That's going to give Torpedo the edge coming into this next fight. Beacon is there, but it looks like Spunky's smelling blood. He takes down Quasi as well as the beacon. And that is now down to another 4-man fight here. Rotating players in and out just as Pip makes his way back in. They're trying to take out the barrack to try and keep the stall off for as much as they can. Nice ult dropped onto the head of Alternate there. Great jump in, but the bubble keeping the door safe and alive right now. Spunky just trying to do what he can. Jumps behind the gate. I love to see this strategy in action. Really counters that previous play that we see with the bubble on the door. Quasi with a nice Tempest will take Spunky out, but they manage to get the siege through, and this actually could be game. Princess might have his ult up and ready if they can defend this siege. Bubble is dropped. They're going to go for the door. They're going to see if they can try and take the gate. Nice amount of damage coming through onto the engine. Don't think they'll quite make it, and great defense there from Warpath. Great attempt there from Torpedo as well. Took the risk, took the initiative. Lazy picks up J-Tox. They lose 2 men trying to leave. However, Princess goes down too. Lazy going to try and weightless his way out of there. I think he will just about make it out. Looks like they're trying to keep him busy though. Luckily, Spunky is there to pick up the beacon and keep that safe. Lazy goes down. Beacon was dropped to allow everyone to spawn in. Barrack's going to run his way in as well. They're just waiting for everyone to get here before they can go for anything. It looks like actually they've decided they're not. Death timers, of course, with the comeback mechanic means that this would be very risky if any of them died for this point, of course, on this next defense. They are on 3 gates still. And they just take let Warpath take the objective. They reckon they can take a defense. They won't lose too much from it. Hopefully they are right. They've worked their way into this one so far with the amount of points taken. This is the first siege, of course, for Warpath. Spunky with a nice kill there onto Quasi. Takes out Alternate as well. Goes for that ice block, but taken out by Mancio on the back there. Spunky does manage to defend for quite some time and keep them busy. But a lot of damage done on that siege means that it won't manage to do much to that second gate. First gate does go down, but Torpedo now looking for kills. They're smelling that blood. They want to make this next point an easy wipe. They pick up Mansu on that barrack as well. That's going to make this next point nice and easy. Spunky finds GusQT just chilling in the corridor there. Bit of a sneaky one, and actually decides not worth the effort. They're going to just let the Eevee stay behind them. I think at that health, that's a bit of a mistake, because definitely could have taken that Eevee out. But it's going to be hard for Eevee to get in from behind here, and they can actually fight 4v5. Eevee's not going to be here for now, and the rest of the team know that. They're going for kills. J-Tox taken down. Mansu as well. Spunky dropping in for the kills. They want this fight already before Eevee can jump in from the back. Alternate goes down, and Quasi as well taken down. They know Eevee's behind them, and he's going to try and jump in. Taken down. Lazy with the chase. Should manage to pick that one up. And great decision there to take the 4v5 fight when they knew that Eevee just could not make their way into that fight. High ground right now for Torpedo, trying to keep this advantage. Point is going to be captured in the background now. Looks like they want to try and take a next fight. Spunky jumping in from the back, drops the ult as well, gets one kill. Ice block from both Eevees will keep them both alive for a few more seconds. Alternate takes Spunky down. Same time though, Lazy picking up Quasi in the back. TatlTael taking down Alternate. It's currently 4 for 1 in this fight. Torpedo looking strong coming into this with death timers. That might be game. But GusQT picking up the double. That might just be enough in this one. TatlTael picks up GusQT on the back as well. Quasi on that Grok respawning. It's going to be 2 versus 2. Almost 2 versus 3. Of course, that beacon going to be extremely vital in this next one. Spunky trying to get in a good position inside the base. Barrack will be coming in a second on that beacon. Does find Quasi. Tempest comes out. That's going to start dealing some serious damage. They need to take him out as soon as they can. Doesn't take anyone with that Tempest, however, and Bubble is already down as well. No way to defend this door apart from taking out the rest of the team. Princess goes down as well as TatlTael. Spunky takes out Alternate. Mansu trying to do what he can. Ulti dropped on the gate. Torpedo take the third game of the series. 2-1. 2 games in a row, and that is Torpedo taking the series, taking the finals for this Reddit tournament, of course, over Warpath Gaming. And impressive play from both sides. We saw Torpedo's constant pressure in the early game finally starting to pay off in the second and third game. Definitely looking a bit shaky in that second game. First game, of course, Warpath coming back into that one and almost coming back into the second game. Very, very well played. Lots of resilience from them. As well as that, taking the first game. That is, I know from being with Torpedo myself, that is actually the first game a team has taken off of Torpedo in competitive play. So very well played, very well done from them. Definitely not much to not something to be sad about this loss too much. And it's been great casting these games, great games coming through from both sides. We can see the damage difference. I mean, Lazy and Spunky once more up into the 110Ks. And I've got to say it, MVP has got to go to Spunky in this game. And not even in this game, in this series. We saw the quadra kill in that first game. And then the pentakill came out of nowhere into the hexakill as well. Just couldn't keep up with this man this series. All over the place. Kills left and right. Really, really performed. And GusQT definitely was pulling through on that Eevee as well, doing some work. But different way of responding from Torpedo, taking him down. Don't know if it was just too aggressive or just better responses. But not quite able to do as much on the Warpath Eevee side. But definitely great games. Of course, I've been your caster and host for today. TatlTael, you can find me at TPG_TatlTael. You can find the teams as well. You can find Torpedo at TorpedoGG and Warpath at WarpathGG, as well as the hosts of this tournament. And I've been told, I can't remember exactly what it said, how it was pronounced. It's Lucens Arcem. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know if it's right. Probably brutally murdered it again. But it's been a great day. Great games coming through. And I know the NA players will be going off right now to go and watch the Super Bowl. Of course, they're very excited for their sports on the other side. And wrapping it up for today, thank you everyone for coming by. GG once more to Torpedo Gaming.